Good morning, everyone. It's Doug from Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to a final visit with Hoya obtusifolia. I think I brought you this Hoya in a couple of other different videos. It's been one of the most frustrating Hoyas that I've ever had. It took me 3 years and every trick in the book to get 2 flowers a couple years ago. Well, I finally managed to get 20 flowers on this plant, so it is my ultimate achievement with Hoya obtusifolia. It was done completely artificially, moving it from a 14-hour day to a 12-hour day. This thing only flowers as the days begin to shorten. In Florida, you can pull this off easily just by leaving it outside. It will flower profusely for you in October, but in Vermont, it's much too cold to leave the thing outside. So here we are, the very end of June, and I've got 20 flowers. Totally tricked this plant. It's probably really angry with me. Let's take a closer look at the blooms. They have a fresh melon-like scent. When I first opened the tent in the morning, it smells absolutely wonderful. I never knew this thing had a tent before when I only managed to squeeze 2 flowers out of it. Let's take a look. The leaves look just like Imperialis, but the flowers are much smaller, but they're wonderful nonetheless. So happy I managed to get this kind of floral display out of this plant finally. I don't even know why I kept it all these years. I kept starting it over, and this plant here is actually, I just cut 4 feet off this plant to get it out of my tent because it was all wrapped around things. But yeah, in a year you can easily get 8 feet of growth out of this. So if you're looking for a plant just for the vine alone to go around the sunroom, I would recommend Hoya obtusifolia. So just so excited to finally have this floral display. It probably won't happen again. I don't know if I will continue to keep this plant just because of space restrictions, but I'm glad I stuck it out and got more than my miserable 2 flowers. So finally done it. This plant is grown completely in tree fern. Seems to love it. So basically I had a plant that had over 8 feet of vine in a little tiny 6-inch pot, but it was all it needed. Goes to show you how big a Hoya you can grow in a small pot. And it's not really even all that root bound. I could still keep it in this pot for a long time. I don't really have too much more to say about this, except when I had it in under 14-hour days, literally I had hundreds of emerging buds just turn yellow and fall off. They just simply cannot mature under a constant day length, especially if that day length is long, of 14 hours. But as soon as you shorten it up, it tricks it into thinking that it's time to flower. So anybody can do it. All you just need is some grow lights and timers and a grow tent, and you can pull this off as well. Well, I thank you for taking the time and visiting with me one more time with Hoya obtusifolia. I'll be back really soon with more great Hoyas and Hoya growing tips. Thanks again for watching.